Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Goins, nurse practitioner with Couture Healthcare in Hamilton, Ohio. Today we're going to talk about Feng Shui. Feng Shui is the placement of objects in your environment that creates qi or shui. Qi is good energy, positive vibes, lifts you up, makes you want to do things. Shui is negative vibes. It makes you go, oh my gosh, when is it going to ever end? So what we're going to do is we're going to improve the qi in our home so that we feel happy and joyful, especially in the winter months when we have lack of light. And as you've seen in some of the other videos, we talk about vitamin D, how important that is to a person's health. Back to the Feng Shui. When we talk about Feng Shui and when we talk about positive qi, the three things that we can do to improve the qi in our environment are walls, windows, and appliances. Those are the three main items in your home. Now, the first thing is the walls. Depending on where you live in the United States or in the world, and whether it's cold or warm, we need to compensate to improve that qi. Now, in Hamilton, Ohio, currently, it is winter and it is cold. So our walls need to reflect warmth. So putting layers on the walls, such as tapestries, rugs, as they used to do in castles in England, to help warm the building, the room that they were in, and then also carpets. Now, with carpets, you need to be careful if they're short carpets. Sometimes the carpet will become a flying carpet if it's not restrained properly to the floor. So a double stick tape, one of my clients recommended duct tape and didn't care about the varnish on the floor. That's okay if you want to use duct tape. It will work. Very sturdy, but it's not good for pulling up later. Double stick tape should not injure hardwood floors. And then there's also rugs that have traction that will keep from sliding up. This will help improve the warmth in the room. You can put tapestries, blankets, quilts, the grandma's quilt that you've had that you would like to show off, put it up on the wall. Grandma made that to be used, so just don't tuck it away and forget about it, and that will warm the room. Now, windows is another problem in the wintertime. Cold air will leak in around windows. You can put plastic over windows and seal it. You can put storm windows up over it, and then you can also put grandma's blanket or a sleeping bag or other material that's aesthetically pleasing over the window to dampen the cold and brighten up the room. I would suggest a colorful wall hangings, unless it's going to be a primary room where you're going to receive a lot of company and they're not cool with your eclectic selection of colors. That's their problem. They don't live there. The third thing would be appliances. A lot of people use fans. Now, fans have two settings. One way will turn to bring the air down, and the other way will bring the air up. You will have to investigate your own fan setting to figure out if it automatically does this, or there's a little button or a toggle switch that you actually have to maneuver manually. That will be something as homework that you will have to do later. The other thing is window units, air conditioning units. Those things need to be removed or covered up. That will keep the cold air out. That will also warm up a room and make a person feel comfortable. The other things that you can do is not call the fire department and check to make sure that your furnaces are okay. And chimneys. Otherwise, you will have the fire department show up. So go ahead, call around to the community. There are a lot of people that will come and check out your chimneys. The fire department will come and check out your chimney if it's on fire. We try to prevent that. And make sure that there's no risk there, that everything's functioning properly. There's no creosote dripping down. Your potbelly stove is functioning. The flues are okay. There's no carbon monoxide leaking. If there is a carbon monoxide leak, you're going to feel groggy. Your lips are going to get a bright red. Everything's going to be woozy. You need to air the building out and get out. Unfortunately, if you come across somebody this way, immediately call 911, open up the doors, get them to some fresh air. And that is the symptoms of that type of poisoning and what you can do in an emergency situation. La, 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 la. And this is Dr. Lisa Goins, nurse practitioner, talking about Feng Shui, 3 items that you can do, walls, windows, and appliances to improve the qi in your home. Very simple ideas to do and implement. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments at the bottom of the page, and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.